Nikola Tesla was born in a small village named Smiljan, in a country called Croatia. His village was full of green hills, quiet trees, and clear rivers. Life was simple there. People worked hard and stayed close to nature. One summer night, a big storm came to Smiljan. The sky was dark, and lightning flashed again and again. During this strong storm, a baby was born. His name was Nikola. People thought it was a strange sign, but his mother smiled. She said, "This child will be a child of light." His mother's name was Juka. She was kind, strong, and very smart, even though she never went to school. Juka could make tools with her hands. She could remember long poems. She also loved solving problems. Nikola watched her with great respect. He wanted to be like her. His father's name was Milutin. He was a priest. He spoke well and cared deeply about religion. He wanted Nikola to become a priest too. But Nikola had other ideas. From his parents, Nikola learned two important things. From his mother, he learned how to create things. From his father, he learned how to think deeply. These two gifts helped shape his future. As a child, Nikola was different from other kids. He was quiet. He liked to be alone. He did not enjoy games or noise. Instead, he watched birds flying. He watched water moving. He asked questions like, "Why does the wind blow?" and "What makes stars shine?" One day, something amazing happened. Nikola was playing outside when lightning struck a tree nearby. It broke the tree in half and started a fire. Most people would be scared. But Nikola stood still. He was not afraid. He was curious. He asked his father, "What is that power?" His father said, "That is electricity. It is strong and dangerous." Nikola did not forget that moment. From that day, he wanted to understand electricity. He started drawing pictures of what he saw in nature. He drew the way trees moved in the wind. He drew the patterns of stars. He made small machines with wood and string. Once, he even built a tiny windmill to try to talk to the sky, as he said. He believed everything in nature had a secret code. He wanted to learn that code. In the evenings, he sat with his mother by the fire. She told him stories about heroes and old legends. Nikola listened closely. He remembered every word. Days later, he could repeat the stories exactly. His memory was very strong. People in the village were surprised. At school, Nikola was good at science and math. He solved problems faster than other students. He did not like to memorize facts. He liked to understand how things worked. Sometimes he asked too many questions. Teachers became annoyed. But Nikola could not stop. His mind was always busy. He also loved animals. If he saw a hurt bird or small animal, he would take it home and care for it. He believed that animals, people, and nature were all connected by invisible energy. This idea stayed with him his whole life. As Nikola grew older, his dreams grew bigger. He wanted to do more than just ask questions. He wanted to change the world. He dreamed of using the same power that lit the sky to light up cities. He wanted to bring electricity to everyone. He knew his road would be hard. His family was not rich. But his heart was full of ideas, and he believed in them. This is how the story of Nikola Tesla began. A quiet boy, in a quiet village, with big questions and a heart full of wonder. He looked at lightning not with fear, but with love. And from that moment, he was ready to follow the light. Nikola Tesla was no longer a little boy in a quiet village. He had grown into a young man with big dreams. He had studied hard. He had learned many things about light, magnets, and energy, but he wanted more. He wanted to turn his dreams into real inventions that could help people everywhere. He wanted to bring light to the world. In his village, Tesla liked to teach younger children simple things. He once showed them how to make small paper fans that spun when the wind blew. He told them, "The wind is a friend. It helps us move things without touching them." Even then, Tesla believed in using nature to create power. As he studied, Tesla became more interested in a place far away, a country called the United States of America. He heard stories about inventors there, people who were making great machines and changing the world. Tesla believed that in America, he could also build his inventions. He could make his ideas real. It was not easy to leave home. Tesla loved his family. He loved the green hills and quiet streams of his village, but he had a strong feeling deep inside. It told him to go. It told him to try. So, he packed his small bag. He took a few letters, some clothes, and a notebook full of sketches and ideas. He had only 4 cents in his pocket, but he carried a heart full of hope. The journey across the ocean was long and difficult. The ship was cold, the food was bad, and Tesla had no friends there. But each night, he stood on the deck of the ship and looked up at the stars. He dreamed about the future. He wrote in his notebook, "One day, the light in the sky will be in every home. I will help make that happen." When Tesla arrived in New York City, he was amazed. The city was loud and full of people. There were tall buildings, bright lights, and fast-moving carriages. But Tesla had no job. He had no home. He walked the streets with his notebook in his hand. He was poor, but he was not hopeless. He still believed in his dream. Soon he found a small job. He worked digging ditches for electrical wires. It was very hard work. He was tired and hungry most days. But even during lunch breaks, he kept drawing new machines. One day, another engineer saw his drawings and said, "You are very talented. You must meet Mr. Thomas Edison." Thomas Edison was a famous inventor. He had already created many machines, including the electric light bulb. Tesla was excited to meet him. When they talked, Edison gave Tesla a job. He asked Tesla to help fix his direct current generators, which were machines that sent electricity in one direction. Tesla worked day and night. He made many improvements to the machines. Edison once said, "If you fix these problems, I will give you $50,000. Tesla believed him. But when Tesla finished the job and asked for the reward, Edison laughed and said, "You do not understand American jokes." Tesla was shocked. He had worked very hard and believed Edison's promise. He felt sad and betrayed. That night he wrote a letter to his mother. He said, "I crossed the ocean for my dream. Today someone tried to break it, but I will not stop. My light is still burning." Tesla decided to leave Edison's company. It was a brave choice. He had no money and no clear plan. But he had something even stronger. He had a vision of alternating current, a type of electricity that could travel far and power many places. Most people did not understand it. They said it was too dangerous, but Tesla believed it was the future. He began to speak to people about his ideas. He showed them how AC electricity worked. He used simple tools and small experiments. Slowly, more people started to listen. They saw that Tesla was not just dreaming. He was building something real. Tesla's journey to America was hard. He faced hunger, loneliness, and disappointment. But he never gave up. His dream had crossed an ocean, and now it was ready to grow. After many hard years, Nikola Tesla met a man who believed in him. His name was George Westinghouse. He was also an inventor, and a businessman. Westinghouse listened to Tesla's ideas about alternating current, also called AC. He understood the power of Tesla's invention. He said, "Let's work together. Let's bring this to the world." For the first time, Tesla had the support he needed. He was not alone anymore. Together, Tesla and Westinghouse began to build a system to send electricity across long distances. Edison, Tesla's old employer, was still using direct current, or DC, but DC could not travel far. Tesla's AC could light homes, factories, and cities, even if they were far away. Edison did not want to lose. He said AC was dangerous. He showed scary experiments to the public. He wanted people to fear Tesla's invention, but Tesla stayed calm. He believed in science, and he believed the truth would win. In 1893, the United States planned a big event called the World's Fair in the city of Chicago. It was a huge celebration of progress and technology. People from around the world would come. There would be music, food, and lights. But first, the fair needed power. The question was, who would light it? Edison or Tesla? Tesla and Westinghouse offered a cheaper, better solution using AC power. They won the contract. When the fair opened, thousands of electric lights turned on at once. The buildings glowed. The streets sparkled. People stood in silence, then cheered. They had never seen anything like it. Tesla became a hero. His dream was no longer just a dream. It was real. During the fair, Tesla also gave demonstrations. He used his invention, the Tesla coil, to show how electricity could move through the air. He stood on stage, holding glowing lights in his hands. He showed that power could be wireless. One special moment touched everyone's heart. A blind boy came up to Tesla. Tesla gave him a light powered by his coil. The boy touched it and smiled. Though he could not see, he could feel the warmth and the magic. The audience cried. It was not just science. It was human. After the fair, Tesla worked on an even bigger project. He wanted to use the power of Niagara Falls to make electricity. The falls were strong and beautiful. Tesla believed they could become a symbol of energy for the world. With Westinghouse, he built one of the first hydroelectric power plants. It was a great success. For the first time, clean, natural power from water flowed into homes and cities. Tesla visited the site alone one night. He stood by the falls and said, "This is what I saw in my dreams." But Tesla's mind never stopped. He had one more dream, to send electricity without wires. He moved to Colorado Springs to study the Earth's energy. There, he built a large lab and a giant Tesla coil. He created lightning that danced across the sky. People could see flashes from miles away. His lab shook from the power. Tesla wrote in his journal, "The Earth is alive. I want to hear its music." Next, Tesla returned to New York to build a tower. It was called Wardenclyffe. It was tall and round, like a lighthouse. He wanted to send power and messages through the air, even across the ocean. He believed one day people would talk to each other from far away without wires. But the tower was very expensive. Tesla had no more money. Investors left. The tower was never finished. It was taken down and sold for parts. In his final years, Tesla lived alone in a small room in a hotel. He still dreamed. He still wrote. He fed pigeons and spoke to them kindly. He had little money, but his heart was full of ideas. A visitor once asked him, "Do you feel sad about your life?" Tesla smiled and said, "I gave my life to light, and I am happy." Today, we remember Tesla not only for his inventions, but for his spirit. He showed us that ideas can fly like lightning. He proved that one person, with courage and vision, can change the world. His sparks did not stop in the sky. They still shine in our homes, in our cities, and in our hearts. Now that we have reached the end of Nikola Tesla's story, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey. From a small village in Croatia to the bright lights of the modern world, Tesla's path was full of curiosity, struggle, and dreams. He was not born rich. He did not follow the crowd. He followed his ideas, his questions, and his heart. Tesla was the boy who watched lightning and asked, "Why?" And he never stopped asking. We saw how Tesla left his home with nothing but a notebook and a mind full of inventions. We saw him walk through the streets of New York, hungry but hopeful. We saw how he worked hard, even when others did not believe in him. We saw him face disappointment, like when Edison broke his promise. And yet, he stood tall. He believed in something bigger. Then came the victories. The World's Fair, the Niagara Falls power plant, the Tesla coil, all proof that ideas can become reality when you do not give up. But Tesla's life also had quiet moments, sad moments. He lost support, he lost money, but he never lost his passion. Even in his final days, he was still dreaming, still writing, still hoping for a better world. So, what can we learn from Tesla's story? The lesson is simple and powerful. Never stop believing in your vision. Even when others doubt you, even when the road is hard, keep going. Like Tesla, you do not need to be rich or famous to make a difference. What you need is curiosity, patience, and the courage to keep trying. This lesson can help us in school, in work, and in life. Whether you're learning English or building a dream, don't be afraid to start small. Keep learning, step by step. And now, congratulations to you, the listener. You have just listened to a full English story. That is a great achievement. You have practiced your listening, improved your understanding, and followed a powerful journey, all in English. We are proud of you. Before we go, here is a fun little question for you. What helped Nikola Tesla light up the World's Fair? A. Direct current, DC. B. Alternating current, AC. Write your answer in the comments below by typing A or B. We'd love to see what you think. If you enjoyed this story and want more, please subscribe to our channel. Your support gives us motivation to create more free and useful English stories for you. And if you can, please consider donating. In the beginning, it's very hard to keep the channel running and produce high-quality content. But we do it with love to help you learn English better. Thank you for being here. And remember, just like Tesla, your light can change the world.